Java 21, it is long-term support release. It is released today, and as you know, Oracle's changed the release strategy, and new version of Java is released regularly every half a year, but right now it's a bit different. I mean, this release is a bit different because it's long-term support release. It will be it will be available with us. It will be under support for next 3 years, which is really, really good. Okay, a little about myself. So I'm chief software engineer again. I write Java since it was 5. Apart from that, I'm head of UK engineering community. So this is the link. If you're not in the community so far, but you attend our events, please don't forget to follow this link and join us. Okay, guys. So first job, which is included in Java 15, is 430. In other programming languages, apart from Java, you were able to do like this: greeting and insert templates into your strings. In TypeScript, it was possible to do it like this. In Python, it also was possible, and Ruslan showed that it is possible to include brackets into brackets. If you write Java before 21, what you can do is to include a template into your string, you can do this. This is concatenation. Yes, I see your face. That's why it's possible to do like this, string format. It is less painful, but still it is painful. And also you can use message format. Honestly, I have never used it, but I found it in the documentation. It's still possible to do it. And the worst scenario is string builder. You good? Yes. Every Java developer can do this, but it's better not to do it anymore, because in Java 21, you can have, you now have string formatters or string templates. For example, you can, str is like a string template, and for example, in this scenario, it will print like a greeting community. You can use FMT for formatting, greeting community as well, but in case if this word was shorter, it would add that it was padded. And apart from that, you can use raw templater. This is why we love Java, because in case if you have if you have a complicated capability, you can do it in multiple ways. And roughly speaking, none of this should be used. Other than that, now, apart from variables in the templates, you can put method calls. Yes. It's even harder to debug it. Yes, of course, you can put a field. Yes, and you can include arithmetic operations. I cannot even imagine why you should do it, but now you're able to shoot your own leg. Okay, what else apart from Spring templates? It's sequenced collections. And I can argue that it's a useful feature, but I managed to find one single scenario when it is useful. So before sequenced collection, in order to get a first item of array list, what would you do? You can go take iterator and iterate to the first element. It's similar with the last one element. With sequenced collection, now it's easier. Get first, get last. Easier? Yes. So we have get first, get last in most of our collections now. This is quite good. But in case if you have a list, which is, if you're Java developer, you may know this is a modifiable list, and add one more element at the end, what would you have? Exactly, exception, because it's still not fixed. Even if you have a sequenced collection, even if this collection is not modified, we still have this problem. It's not fixed yet. Okay, moving forward, records. Records were introduced in Java 15, if I remember correctly, to have a better way of having DTOs. And let's imagine the scenario: we have a shape which is of which consists type and unit. And now when you create it, instead of just writing if circle is instance of shape and next you get access to its internals, you can define roughly speaking, in JavaScript, it is called deconstruction, but here it is called record pattern. And now inside the code, you can have access to these internal properties of your pattern. Less letters to write, less characters to write, which is quite convenient, I assume, right? There should be something like this in Python many years ago, or in JavaScript. In JavaScript, I suppose deconstruction was introduced a lot ago.
Yeah, like Scala had this like, a long time ago.
Yes, exactly. Pattern matching for switch, which is not something new, and but it's a bit more convenient because, see, if your object is of type integer, you are defining a variable inside your switch expression. Just a reminder, it's a switch expression. It is not switch statement because it returns something. Well, it's convenient, but it is not a really new feature right now. It's just available in the release. Moving forward, yes, unnamed patterns and variables. This is a fantastic thing, and something went wrong with my slides, but still don't pay attention to the right side. Okay, let's imagine you have a ball record type, and you have a green ball, which extends an ordinary ball, and you have a box. So roughly speaking, you can put the ball into the box. And in the switch expression, you want to say, well, I want a box with green ball inside, but I will not, I don't want to handle, to deal with the variable of a green ball type, because on the previous slide, you remember, you were able to define right here, you were able to define types and internals of your record. And right now it's possible, in case if you don't need it, you can write just an underscore and don't deal with it at all. So like in this scenario, I'm dealing with box and I don't care about green ball inside. If I don't want to deal with box at all, and I don't really care what's inside my box, I can just write box and underscore in it. If I don't care completely, do nothing. And now we should pay attention to the right-hand side. Let me try to highlight it. So line by line, if we're just iterating over the list and we don't care about the iterator, we can write underscore instead of it. And the worst thing here is that last one line on this slide, if you ever had code like this, when you don't want to handle exception, you still had to write like exception E. Right now you can say, okay, this exception is meaningless, exception underscore. Well, okay, moving forward, unnamed class and instance main methods. Before Java 21, in order to run your first hello world, what would you do? 5 lines. Public static class is public static void main. Everybody who starts learning Java knows it. Right now it's easy, isn't it? You can just write void main, system out, println. This is your hello world. Now it's 2 lines shorter, almost like in Python, right?
No, Python pretty easy. You just write hello world.
Oh, yes, Python is still better. Okay, moving forward. I'm quite limited in time and I can't cover all the changes which were introduced in Java 21, but apart from the most interesting which I'm shown, we have a lot more. For example, generational ZGC, foreign function and memory API in case you want to access the memory, virtual thread scoped variables. This is a very well-deserved feature which survived from many preview releases, and right now we have better way of dealing with multi-threading codes. So if, for example, 5 years ago or maybe 7 years ago, we all started rewriting our ordinary Java application from normal way into the reactive programming, right now we have to revert it back and write ordinary code because threads are not so expensive. Vector API improve mathematical computations, deprecation of Windows 32-bit port, which is marked for removal. Well, it would not be possible to run Java on very ancient machines, very ancient operation systems. Can imagine who still does it. Next thing is, again, is very important, JEP 451, disallow dynamic loading of agents. You know, if you're using something like a Datadog or maybe what else, or Dynatrace, so both of them work using dynamic agents. So for example, you have your application and it's orchestrated and instrumented in the runtime. Right now, Java will start showing a message that your agent is dynamically loaded, and it is not fair. It is a first step in improving application security, and the second one, I mean, JEP 452, which will improve encapsulation. And JEP 453, structured concurrency. Again, it is a very well-known feature which makes dealing with thread locals not necessary. So that's it from my side. Thank you for watching. I suppose Java 21 deserves some more time, but I suppose it also deserves separate event.